Welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Today we're going to be working on my vintage Christmas junk journal. Y'all come in and say hi, let me know you're here. We are currently live on Facebook if you see the little red button at the top left. If not, you're catching a replay either here or over on YouTube. I'm going to get you guys pulled up so I can see chat. Make sure our sound is good. Hey Dawn, thanks for letting me know sound is okay. Alright, so we're going to work in this. So I'm doing two of these for anyone who's just tuning in. I have one that has a red that has been sold, and then I have a second one that is just slightly different with a green inside. Okay, so they are both 3 signatures, so full-size journals. Hey Bonnie. Alright, looks like I got a couple people on. Sound is good. I'm going to go ahead and pull this camera up top. Hold on one second. Hey Lori. Alright, so I don't think I did anything except try to plan things. So there's no new stuff that y'all haven't seen in here. I mostly went through and tried to organize my Christmas stuff, which is, you know, last like 3 or 4 years worth of Christmas stuff, so it's a little crazy, a little bit. So what I thought I would do today, I was looking through my Tim Holtz backdrops, and I had a couple of interesting ones that I liked a lot. And I saw this one, and most of these I have 2 of, not all, so I can do the same thing in each journal. So I'm trying to find things that I mostly have 2 of, but, you know, not necessarily exactly alike. But I have all those Tim Holtz backdrops. Sorry, I'm trying to find my package. It's here somewhere. Just stick it in the other one. Like I said, a bunch of stuff. I've got like 4, 5 bins worth of stuff. So I have a bunch of backdrops, and these are 2 sets. One is from this year, I think, and one is from maybe last year. They don't always say on them what year they were. I can't quite tell. But they're similar. They don't have all the same designs, but they do have similar designs. So like I said, I did happen to have 2 of these candy ones out of it. So you can see they're slightly different. He brought back, this is a new one, he brought back some of the old ones, and then he added a few new. So I went through, I found this one. So we're going to play with this one. And what I thought I might do is make like a folio pocket kind of thing. I haven't planned it out, but I have at least the idea. So I'm thinking it's going to go here like this basically, and then it's going to open and have pockets or something. That's the thought process, but I'm going to cover this part with something else so that it matches a little bit better. And so that's going to go on that page, I think. I think the red, I tried to hold this up against some of the papers in here, and I really think I like this red plaid with it, so I'm going to go with that. I did come across these backdrops Where's it at? There's two here. I just can't get them apart. This one particularly, I had this blue, which really matches this good. So I think I'm going to make like a pocket or something using this. And then this had a similar color, but I think I like this one better. I was trying to find, because this is like it's just kind of an odd color out, and I was having a little difficulty finding things to match it, but that I think matches good. So I'll probably do that. And then I found for this page that I had the black, which is kind of a similar situation. And then I found this, like, it's like a calendar with vintage, like, winter scenes on it. So I think that would be good with this color. So I just pulled those aside, and if I finish this, we'll do those. If not, they'll be for next time. So for right now, I'm just going to pull this out. I don't know if I need the whole thing, but we'll pull it out for now. So who do we got on here? We got Angela. Hey, Angela. Lori, Dawn, Bonnie. See if I missed anyone. I don't think I missed anyone. All right, so like I said, I think this will just work well here. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. So I want it to have a closure, and I think I want you to open up to see this, and then something that matches this. But I got to decide how wide I want to go, and then decide how I want the doors to fold out, basically. So let's see. If I go 1, 2, 3 over, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 over. How much would that be? I don't want to fold it until I'm ready. That would be to there. Yeah, maybe 4. So I don't know if I want it to overlap completely like this, or if I just want it to kind of overlap a little. I'm leaning toward just overlapping a little, because I think that'll give me more room. And then I have to decide, I might want to tuck behind it too. I think 3 sides of glue will be enough to do that. I think. Is that centered? I can't tell if that's centered. It doesn't look centered. Logically it should be, but you know, not always. Let's see. 3 3/4. Yeah, it's not centered. So this side is longer than this side. I thought it looked like it was. So then I probably want to overlap I'll do 4, I think, on this side. Maybe. Or it'll just overlap more. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm going to score it, I think, just to get the fold neater. Let's grab my score. Hopefully it works out. Like I said, I don't have a plan. We'll see. I'll make something cool. So I think I want to go on 1, 2, 3. So I'm thinking how big I can do a pocket there. I don't want to do more than 3. I think I'll do 3. So do that one, and then this will automatically just overlap the other one if I do 3 as well. 3. So I might do, if I do 4, the pockets would be about the same, but it wouldn't be centered. I'll do 3. I don't know. If it doesn't look right, I can always trim it a little. Alright, so we're just going to fold that on my score. I don't know what I'm going to cover it with. I'll find something. I don't necessarily have to cover all of it, but I didn't. I like this. It's, you know, it's okay. It's like confectioner, but it just didn't scream Christmas to me, so I don't think I'm going to go with it. So it look fairly straight. So should I go this way or this way? I think I'm going to go. It's obvious it's not lying quite straight. Let's see if I can get that squeeze over there. Better? A little bit better. So this way. And then I got to decide on the closure. It may depend on what paper I put on there. So I want something that'll match good for pockets, possibly the backdrops. I've also got a whole bunch of cute vintage ephemera. So I went through, pulled all of my different packs of Tim Holtz into containers, and then I cut out that Christmas Junque paper pad. So I cut that up into pieces that work for it, and then it's got like the second set in there, and then the first set here. So there may be pieces in here I can work with. There's a cool calendar. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I got to do something with it because it's just too cute. So we'll figure that out. But, so I got that cut up mostly. I didn't cut one of the pages because honestly I couldn't figure out how to cut it. It's kind of an odd one. I'll show you in a minute. And I went through all my sets and found anything that was a Christmas frame. So this is like different Christmas frames from different sets. Quite a few, and I tried to put what they're from on here. Hopefully I can figure it out. This is the Tim Holtz Christmas Emporium one. A lot of vintage looking stuff in here. So I might use some of this to cover with or decorate with. So a lot of cute stuff. I'm definitely going to have a challenge picking it, but I'll figure it out. And what else did I have? I had the Ephemera pack, which is a lot of like labels and poinsettias and some smaller cards. Tree. I think there's a couple of Santas. Things like that in there. So it's cute. And then I've got the paper dolls. I just went ahead and put with my other paper dolls because I already had some and I just threw them all in together. So this is Christmas paper dolls, men, women, couples. And then I have kids Christmas with all the kids in it. And then I have the baseboards, which I put into here. It's got things like wreaths and Santas and little lights, things like that. So everything's hopefully organized somewhat so I can work with it. There's more than that, but that's all I'm going to pull out today. So let's see. I think for pocket, well, let's think about the cover first. All right, so I want to cover this. So this will be this won't be seen because it'll be attached either just 3 points. I'm thinking 3 points and then the tag. That's what I'm thinking. And then I'm going to cover this with something that matches that red plaid. We can pull this red plaid up here so we can kind of see what we want to match. And then let's just go, we'll look in this Christmas Junque one first. If I don't see anything in here, I'll probably pull from maybe the backdrops. I'll pull these over here in my way. All right, let's see. What do we got? I've got a couple of options for making like a thing, or I'll just punch a circle. I don't know if I have any large tags. I'll have to look through and see if there's something I can make a large tag with. I may just have to collage one or something. A lot of sayings in here. A bell. I don't think I have collage strips. I was thinking I had collage strips, but I think they're Halloween. Tags. A couple of these I didn't cut out completely. I left the two together so that I can make little booklets possibly. And then if I don't want the little booklet, like I did it on this one, and I did it on this one. If I don't want any kind of a little booklet, then I'll just cut them out separately, but that's why some of those are like that. I have a gift list. Maybe. Either as the pocket or as a tuck. I might do it as a tuck. I'm trying to see what else in here like that. There's a to-do list. I can make it like a to-do kind of thing. There's a to-do list, a gift list. I like this Santa. I like the color. That's too big. Could I put it behind? Not quite. All right, let me see what's in the other one. What's this? Merry Christmas. Sleigh bells and snowflakes. December. I may take the From Our Family to Yours off of that one and just do Merry Christmas. I'll think about that. In a journal, I don't really think things like that really fit. I need tweezers. I can't pick anything up. It's also, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Also feels very card-like. Holidays. This is all like calendar pieces. Not sure what that was from. Like the color. It's not big enough though. Some of these are tags, some aren't. I'm going to keep this in out for now. I'm going to keep this Merry Christmas out for now. Do I have a 25 other than the calendar one? I know I do in big ones, and maybe the Tim Holtz Ephemera one. But I think they're red, and I don't think that'll work. I don't think there's any numbers in here. This could be a good pocket. It's a little wide, but I could cut it off. Possibly. Possibly. I'm just kind of putting possibilities over there. I saw a sign. Oh, that's New Year's. It's just a scrap. Snowflake. All right. start with those. I hope you don't mind watching me figure out the process, because I didn't figure it out beforehand. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. All depends on how much time I have. Don't need those. Maybe. Keep that little knot ear nice there. So let's jump into this one, I think. He gets a lot of these, Tim Holtz, from packages that he's had. Yeah, Deborah, Dawn purchased the red one. The green one is still available. These are thicker. I don't know that I'm going to find a tag. I think I might have to make one. Santagram. Cute. It's a 25, but it's big. Little Christmas labels. Could be fun to tuck like Christmas labels like this in, because then you've got like little tags like ready. That could be fun. Maybe. I'm just kind of thinking of this particular one. It's kind of going to be in the very front. So it'll be like maybe like a little, planner thing. Not quite tall enough. Like I said, I'm probably just going to have to collage something to get the tag tall enough. Unless I happen to find something. I'm still having trouble figuring out the second. I want to find this cover here. So I think I'm going to put this in on the front, I think. I do like that. That just fits. If I cover up the back, that's a possibility. I'll put like some sort of a plain color behind it or something. I've got some vintage paper that I printed. There's another one of those. I need to put these all together in something. Snowflake. These are cute. But these are all like old packages. Like actual packages that he scanned. They're not AI. Somewhat taller. Too wide. All right. I think I'm gonna go to the backdrops. Just not really seeing things that work well. Got artificial snow. What was that other thing I had? That was a candle. I might try to do two that are similar feel for inside. Or maybe just solid. I might do solid there. We'll do solid. Something here. It's, I think Santa here. I think I like Santa there. Where'd he go? Here's the Santa. I'm going to put paper behind. Santa there. So I need something that'll go well right here. Let's see. Possibly this. It's about the right size. Okay, fallen. And I wanted a little more red. This kind of a red. It doesn't really have to absolutely match though. Christmas snow. It's a fraction big. They're all about the same size, I think. I'm probably going to try to make it some sort of a tuck. So honestly, it'd be probably better for, although I'm going to have a closure on here somehow. Let me think. How could I do a closure? Do I have room to put a brad or something? Not really. Let me think about a closure. I might go one wider. No, I don't want to go one wider. All right. Sorry. Thinking. I'm thinking. Closure. What could I do for a closure? I just need something small that it could tie around, and then I don't want to take away from whatever I put on the outside here, so I might if I glue something behind, like a ribbon, it would have to be small, like real thin. Bring that around and maybe tie it. Let me see. I've got some twine here. I did this. Put that behind. And then put it all the way around the back. I could tie it there for closure. And it wouldn't take away from Santa. Maybe that. All right. I'm just going to keep all these out for now. Put these up for a second, and then I'll grab some papers. So I've got some base colors from that Emma Parrish digital. So I just printed them out on coffee paper. Some of her background papers. So I'll pick something here, I think, that'll work. And then I've got backdrops that I can use for pockets. Let's just move that somewhere else. Maybe there. So if I put him on the front, what would look good behind him? Do possibly. I don't know that would look good with the red though. Not really. Possibly. green's not bad. So far, I think I like the dots. I think that's too busy. So possibly the green dots or the brown dots. Maybe one of those. And then I'll figure that out when we go. I need a pocket for the inside to match this. Well, we got something not too. Got some small pieces. Yeah, don't like that anyway. No. You stay there or I'm gonna lose you. Trying to grab all of them. I'm going to mix them all up. That's just going to happen. All right, stay. Possibly. What's on the other side? Okay. Nothing I'm not attached to. It's the only thing on these backdrops is you got to kind of decide, do you want that side or that side? Because you're not going to get them both most times. Oh, no. It's a little pink. Plaid feels too busy. So far I'm leaning toward that stripe. I think that plaid's too busy too. Really didn't want to get these mixed up, but I probably will. You under there. It really only matters for telling y'all what stuff is. Dots. Still liking the red stripe. Nope. Nope. Ooh, nope. I'm holding on to that brick in case I do a wall. I think we're going to end up with that red stripe. That's what it's looking like to me. Even that red stripe's better than what's on the other side. Holly. That's okay. Nope. Green stripe. Nope. Is that right? No. No. There's a lot of that look. Alright, looks like red stripe. Okay, I think so. So either this, probably, or this. It's kind of one half dozen the other, honestly. I'll do this one because I don't like the back as much. Alright, so let's do that and then figure out our pocket size and direction. I don't guess it probably doesn't matter, does it? Not really. Can I get them both out of the top? So this one will be about this big. And this one, that's pretty much exact. Alright, so how deep? Not real deep. like maybe there. So I'll cut this here. Where's my pencil? There's a white one. I ordered another white pencil finally because mine is almost gone. So there, and then I'll just measure. I'm just going to measure this way. A little bit smaller, not too much. And then that polka dot one, I think, for the behind the Santa. And these, I think I'll have them as tucks. I think that's what I'm leaning toward. So what do we think? Polka dot. Do the polka dot. I wasn't going to come all the way to the edge, so a little bit of that brown I think I'm going to leave showing. So I think the color's not bad, but it's almost too boring. So I think I might go with the green, just because it's a little brighter. So we'll go with the green. Too bad I can't get this vintage look on both sides. I like the aging around the edge. I'll put it at the top. So approximately here and here. Where's the other one I got cut? I don't know. I lost it. Lost it already. Let's glue that on and cut that. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Alright, so here. And here. Think about the string. I don't know if I want to go with the plain. I might have colored string. I'll look real quick. Let's see. Oh, cut this first. I don't know if they'll cut this, honestly. It's a little thin. Might cut it. I was kind of debating if I wanted to tear it, but I don't think I do. Maybe I'll just rough it up with something. Try to ink it or something so it looks similar all the way around. So I'll put that there. I can leave this where it's showing, that's fine. So what should I do with the edge of that? Possibly. This is a little distressor tool. It's a Tim Holtz thing. It's hard to do when you're holding the thin paper, though. Works better on cardstock. And it's not going to show up a ton. But just a little bit. Debating if I want to ink. I think I do. Can't decide for sure because it's light up here and I can't really ink that color, so I have to pick a dark. So maybe like a scorched timber or something. Let's see what that looks like. I'll do it down here. Yeah, that'll be all right. I'll just do the dark. Glue that on, but I want string under it first before I forget. Let's see, I have twines. I'm just not sure if the twines will look as good as the plain one. Black and white, and red and white. Got red and white. Do red, that, red. I might, debating if I want it behind that piece or just this piece. I might have to reinforce that just a little bit because I have a feeling it's going to pull that paper. This is cardstock, but that paper is not. I think I like the red. I'll do the red instead of the just plain. Better than that green. The green's too limeish. I don't know. It's not a good red or a good green. Here, how much do I need? Enough to tie and to go all the way around. Let's see. Doesn't have to tie a lot, but let's see, so like this, whoops, okay, like that, and about there. We're just gonna guess. We'll say there. I've got plenty. I'm just gonna tie this end so it doesn't unfray on me while we're playing with it. You can also glue them, but we're just gonna tie it for now. Right. And then, so behind this or not behind this? I'm thinking not. Like I said, I think it's just going to be too flimsy right there. I think the cardstock can handle it, but maybe I'll just give that a little bit of a reinforcement. I just don't want it to pull apart. So I'm just going to grab a scrap. Doesn't need much. Let me find a scrap cardstock or something. Look at that. Really doesn't even matter the color. Not super thick though. Say that and I can't find anything. There's one. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a reinforcement. Look cute with a frame. I don't know if I have one. A frame would look cute. Is there room for a frame? If I put a frame there, I'm going to lose too much of it, honestly. I will ink it though. Red, dark brown. We'll stick with the scorched timber. Debating on using red. I think scorched timber. We're getting it. We're keeping it very as vintagey looking as I can. A little bit of a vignette. Okay. All right. So I'm going to reinforce just the back of this on this side just a little bit. It doesn't even have to be the whole length, really. But I just want it nice and strong. the right side, right? Yep, that side. Put the red side down in case it shows, because the other side matches better. I don't think it's going to show, but in case I do a horrible job of gluing. Just a little bit of support. All right, glue this down. Could probably use a glue stick. I'm not putting the string behind this, so don't be freaking out. That is something I would do. Just totally forget the string. And I'd be like, oops. So I know about where that goes. It's just about there. Close enough. Alright, and then we're going to put the string. Enough room to tie. Let me just double check that it wraps okay. So about like this, I think. So about there. So put the string there. I hope this works. I'm just going to tack it just a bit so it stays in place. It's fairly thin, so it won't, you know, bulk out too much. All right, right. Santa. About there. Cute. All right. So that's that. And then the back will just be glued down, so we'll just throw a little just to hold it in place. This whole part will be glued, so I'm just going to try to get it to kind of stay in place there. So that'll go like that. This is going to have, I think, the candle. I'm not sure how I feel about the candle. What else do I have? I have Christmas cards. I think I like the Christmas cards better than the candle. Do you care, Dawn? Are you still on with me, hon? So I want something. I'm gonna make this a little narrower, but either that. The snow tree's too big. Did I have anything else? Not really. Well, I do. It's just, you know, preference. Yeah, Christmas hooks. It's a little more red. I was trying to just pick things that'll fit in that area. All right, maybe one of those. What do you think? The Christmas card one better? Okay. We'll go with that one. And then let's see, for behind that, do I want to stick with the green or do I want to change to something else? I might stick with the green. Ooh, the green looks nice. We're going to stick with the green. All right. So let's just cut this right there and right there. Okay. Where's my mark? There it is. Right, let's go this way. Distressing. I don't know if you can see the distressing. It's subtle. Let me see how much you can even see it. You can kind of see it. We'll do it because I did it on that one. I'm going to do it. It is subtle. And it's mostly because I can't hold it firm enough to get it to be much stronger. So I'm just going to do it a little bit. Bottom, yeah. Gorge timber. I almost tapped the lid. All right, how much do I need to trim that tree? Let's see, our card. Just a little bit. So I'll go as close to the S as I can. Let's see. About there, I think. Ooh, didn't like that. It's heavy. A little bit off the other side. All right, that should be better. Should I just dress that too? I didn't do this on the Santa, but I'm gonna do it on this one. I don't use this thing enough, Dawn. She bought me this, and I don't use it that much. Look at a mess. Making a mess all over my trimmer. I just blew right into my mic. Sorry. Sorry if I did. All right, this is gonna go here. So this is gonna go here. Take that off my finger. I like this digital. It's the Emma Parrish Vintage Christmas Background Digital. I got it off Etsy. It was cheap. It was like $2 and I don't know, 10 cents, but I think it was on sale. It's real cute. I like the colors and everything. And, you know, I have the ability to design my own papers, but honestly, guys, it's all about time. I just don't have the time. Most of the time, I don't have the time. Trying to get this thing centered. There. Okay. So this is not a pocket. This is just looks. The inside will have the pockets. I could try to make it a pocket, but I don't think it would work as well, so we're going to say no. Plus, it'll really get bulked out if I put too much in this little folio. I just have to decide if I want to use those notes and to-dos as the pocket or as the tuck in the pocket. All right, cute. And that doesn't look bad there. So I'm glad I chose the green. I think it makes it blend better. So that'll be fine. And then let's get you out of my way here. So I've got all this stuff. Let's see. So I either do, and I already cut them, so that's what I was going to do, but I don't know now. I'm kind of thinking, which way does that fit? That way. I don't guess it matters which way you turn it. So if I did that, and then I could have, I'll have to trim it a little bit. I could probably trim this one easier, so I don't lose all the holly. So put this one as a tuck here, after I trim it a little. And then this one as a tuck here, after I trim it a little. What do you think? And then some sort of a decorative thing there, maybe even a tiny pocket, and then add these guys, a couple of them. Yeah, that'll work. The question is how high. If I'm going to put these guys, we'll keep it that high. I think that's good, good height. So let's do that. We got to trim these as tiny as I can get them without losing all their design. And do I want a notch? I think I do. I think I want a notch. All right, so not a super big notch, just a little notch. Go ahead and put a notch. So notch there. Notch there. Go ahead and ink that up. I think I'm liking this. I wasn't sure, you know, when you haven't done one or seen one done by somebody, then you're just kind of flying blind. It's always like, how will that turn out? I think it'll be all right. So far, so good. Okay, I'll go there. Good, good, good. And then trim these. So let's see how much I can trim them. This one's going to be the hardest one. I don't want to lose too much of the holly and berries. I think if I do just a little on this side, and a little on this side, just keep the circles. I think I can get it to fit. I just got to allow room for glue and all that. be close. We'll try. Try to keep it small. Where's the other one? So this one needs to be... So we gotta think about glue. I think if I go in past those lines just a little bit. Not too much. There. I know it's a tiny writing area, but you know, it's kind of, it's more about the fun of it and not necessarily the functionality. Hopefully it's functional too, but I'm worrying less about that. All right, let's see. So this will be behind. Can I have room? All right, I'm just going to be very careful with my glue. So hold it where I don't want glue. I'm going to try to get just on the edge, close as I can. I don't even have tape that would be small enough. So I'm just going to try to be real careful. I don't want to have to trim them down anymore. And then when I push, I want to make sure I push the glue outward and not inward. So where's that edge? It's right on that red one. It is the, oh, I can tell it's up. It's right side up. So right on the red one. So just inside and outside the red. And then what I want to do is push my glue outward. Always push your glue outward if you don't have a lot of room. Otherwise it'll squeeze in and then you'll eat up all of your spot for your tag. Alright, I'm going to let that dry for a second before I try sticking it in there. Same thing here. Hold it where I don't want it. Try and have a steady hand. Easier said than done. Okay. This is the yellow one. Yellow, gold, whatever it is. And push my glue out. Stay where you're supposed to stay. All right, let's see. This one should be dry. See if we can get it in there. Yay! Just fits. All right, go and ink it a little bit. Just use the same one. Debating if it was a little too dark, but I think it's all right. All right, so that one goes there. That. These are like just decorative on the back. And then I'll put some sort of a pocket on there. So it's snug, but it's not terrible. And once this dries really well, you could stick a bone folder in there and loosen it up just a little bit, but I think it's okay. You just gotta kind of be careful. If you get it in straight, it's not bad, but it's when you start getting a little crooked and it's like, doesn't want to go. All right, so coordinating. So I think I'm gonna put this on the outside, but I don't think I want from our family dears. It's cute. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. I wasn't sure. Let's see if I can hit this. It's in an odd spot. No, it's crooked. There. I'll save that for a Christmas card or something. I'll try to make Christmas cards this year. I'm gonna try. I cut up a, you know, that set I got for my birthday for with the dies and the watercolor stamps. I'm gonna try to make some Christmas cards out of that. That was the plan. We'll see. So this is gonna go like here somewhere. Figure that out in a second. And then for a little tuck, I only have one bell. What else do I have that's similar? Let's see what I can find. Something that'll match, kind of cute. Debating which paper thing. Probably this one. Let's see if there's anything in here. Can't remember what's in here. I got this holly. Not sure about the color. I don't think I like the color. But I don't want anything that's got like writing. I have two of those. I'll use them for something, but not this. Anything else? Well, I might just grab a scrap from when I cut out the papers for the journal. It's probably going to be my best bet. Yep, I'm not seeing anything there. Alright, let's put those up. There you go. Let me grab my scraps from making the signatures. Where'd you put them? I don't know. Somewhere. I kind of know. Kind of, sort of. Alright, I think I got them. Let's see. What would look good? Christmas trees? No. We have plaid. Like that. That's not terrible. Maybe. Oh, we even have it in a smaller. It's the wrong direction though. We'll save those for maybe a belly band or something. Not the blue. Not this color. No. Got more reds. Lots of red stripes. Probably not. I already looked at that. Nope. I'm leaning toward maybe that. That's cute too, but it's flimsy. No. Alright, I think I'm leaning toward that. Maybe there's holly. I don't know about the colors. No, I think this is better. That would be cute, but it's too small. I don't think I have a bigger one of it. This is from the Stamperia paper I had last year. No. If I had more of the trees, I'd go with that, but I don't think I do. I don't think I have another piece that's bigger than that. I don't think that. You like this? I don't like the stripy messes in my head. It's like, no, what is that? The Vinches is cute, but no. I don't think I have Stamperia. I don't think I have a whole pack of it anywhere. So since I don't, now I could possibly make a pocket with that. Possibly, but it'd be really short. I'll glance real quick, see if I have any, but I don't think I do. Gingerbread man. I have candy canes. And I have similar stuff from Stamperia. No. Honestly, I'm surprised I have any of that left. I used pretty much that whole set. But I do have a little left. What's the other thing I had left? Alright, so I have... These are all from Stamperia. I have this. Not the blue maybe, but that's not terrible. And then what's on the other side of it? Not the holly. But that top section's not terrible. And the stockings, and the same thing. This isn't terrible either. What do you think? Anybody gonna say anything? So I'm gonna cut that and see what it looks like. Possibly this or this. I'm gonna cut this and just, I'm gonna see what it looks like without the blue on there. That blue could be a belly band or something somewhere. What if I do, so the idea is it's gonna be a little tuck. So it'll be like that. And then some of these guys go in. So we have this look and we have this look. Any thoughts? Anybody? Anyone? Bueller? Let's see. I'll give you a few seconds and then I'll make the decision. I like them both, but honestly I think this red is closer than this red. It's not bad. But I think it is a little bit closer. Plus I could use this for a pocket somewhere else because it's big. Let's go with this. I think this works. So we're going to do a little tuck here. And do a little tuck here. Just big enough for those tickets. I think that'll be cute. I don't know why, you know, just because. Just because. Why not? This one. I like the one off the blue. There you go. Alrighty. The one off the blue it is. Okay. Let's do a tiny notch. Just a tiny notch. A tiny notch. That goes there. We're almost done. I think it turned out cute. I don't know if I'm going to do anything else to it. I'll think about it. Doesn't probably need anything else. I think I wanted to put, I don't know. I guess this is covering that, so I was thinking about decoration, but it doesn't need decoration because I'm using this. Alright, so hold this where I don't want glue. I don't have to worry about this pocket as much because plenty of room for our little tickets. fold. Good, by just a fraction. Just that one. Sitting here trying to remember if I ate dinner or not, and I did. I already forgot. It's like, did you eat dinner? I was like, yep, I did. I had wings. Okie dokie. I'm just going to throw a couple of these guys in there. Let's see. I assume that I have doubles, but I don't know what I have. Is that all the ones I pulled? What do we got? We got poinsettias. This. Maybe like 2 each. Do I have any more? Where did this come from? Judging from the feel of it, I think it's Tim Holtz. Where did that package go? Lost it. Tim, where did the package go? Where did it go? Girl? Would you quit sticking stuff all the way across the room? Let's see if I have any more, because I'm going to try to do the same thing in the other one. And I don't want to use them all on this one. If I don't. So I only have 1 pack of these. So I'll try to split it up between them. On my own camera, kind of, sort of. I could even use some of these little circle ones. If I wanted. Oh, there's one. There. 3 so far. That might be all. I think that is all. Probably look at the outside of the package, but sometimes you can't see everything that's in it on the outside. I think that's it, though. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I'm dropping things on the floor. Okay, I assumed that there was one more because usually he does evens. Evens. Alright, there's back in there. That is not that. That is something else. Must be the Christmas Junque. Okay. So, let's pick 3. Let's see. Get Santa. Get a house. I'll do one with a house on each. And then poinsettia and a holly. And 3. Alright, so we're going to do, I got 4, so if I do 4, I can do 2 each. Let's go with, I don't know if you care, Dawn. If you care, let me know. I'm just going to pick and choose a few, throw them in here. Do a snowman and this little house. No, we already got a house there. Let's do a snowman and the poinsettia. Alright. Christmas chair and snowman. Cute. Cute. Alright. Save these for my second one. I have a package somewhere that says second journal. Don't know where it is. Try not to lose them. So let's grab our page. Okay. All right. It goes like that. Goes like that. And this is first signature. it'd be near the front. All right, we're gonna put this here, and then I don't know how it's gonna tie. It's just gonna tie. It only really needs to tie just a little bit, just enough to hold it in place. So maybe only that long. I'll think about it before I cut it. Might possibly put little charms on there or something. I just don't have any put aside yet. And this, I think I'll stick here. Yeah. So let's ink that. I didn't ink the outside of that. I don't know. We'll throw a little. I don't know if it absolutely needs it, but we'll go ahead and stick some. Why not? Since the rest of it is, might as well. All right. And so this is pretty near the top. Let me see. Yeah, about there. What time is it? Almost 10:30. See if I have time to do a little pocket or something for that other ones I talked about. So about here. And I'm just gonna make sure this stays where I want it to stay. Going to do a tuck. I'm not going to do a tuck. Two reasons I'm not going to do a tuck. One, I couldn't find anything I really liked. Two, I think it's going to interfere with this. So we're just going to not do a tuck. Could I cover it up? I could, but I don't think it needs one. We'll have lots of tucks in other places. Don't need one here. I think my cat is crying. All right, let's see if I can get this to lay down correctly without getting my string in there. At least I have the plaid for lines. Keep me somewhat straight. He's so noisy. Noisy kitty cat. Okay. Cute. I like it. It's gonna look good there. So, opens up. Get little gift tags, to-do list. That's probably dry enough now. Let me see, what's my thinnest bone folder? I'm just gonna give it a teeny bit, just so it feeds in there a little bit easier. Still a little snug. If it bugs you, Dawn, you can trim that card off a little bit more. I think it'll be all right. A bit of help. My problem is I can't go straight. Terrible at keeping it straight. There. It's cute. Planner friendly. All right, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I might put charms on this later. For right now, I'm just gonna throw a little bow on here. It'll be a little more bulky than I want for right this second, but until I find charms, I'm just gonna leave it like that and decide if I want to do charms on it. It's a tiny, tiny bit bulky, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. All right, there's that. So let's go to those pockets. Where did I put the rest of this signature? There it is. Okay. So that's gonna go like that, and I'll do the other one off camera and show you guys when we come back. It takes too long to do 2 projects. So I want to put this here, and I also have this color in the second one, so I'm just going to use a little bit of this. Just pick a color I like. I kind of like the deer, and I also kind of like the village. I'll go with the little village. It's just going to be a pocket, but I saw the color and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to find a better match than that. So we're just going to cut this off about where it changes. About there, I think. I'm going to cut this off just a little bit right there. I don't really want all the second house on there. And then which part shall I chop? How much room do you got? I need to lose about an inch. I like the horsies. I also like the couple. I'm torn. I think I'll keep the horsies. Dawn will be like, no, I want the couple. Don't you dare. I don't know. I don't think she might have fallen asleep. She hasn't said anything in a while, so my guess is she fell asleep. I think 5 inches is off. I'm going to lose the couple, but that's okay. Maybe I'll throw them somewhere as an ephemera or something. All right. And then I'll save that for the other one. This is just going to be a pocket. Simple little pocket. Notch it? Sure. We'll notch it. Get the little bit wider one. There. And then I think I want to ink it. Black soot. Scorched timber. Scorched timber is almost dark enough. Oh, let's try the scorched timber. This is black, but it's almost a brownish black, which is what the scorched timber is. Yeah, that'll work. There we go. All right, glue where I want to glue. Left it off too long. Let me clean it real quick. All right, try that again. sure what I'll put in this. I'll put something in it at some point. When the right thing presents itself for that color. It'll happen. I could have gone a little bit wider, but that's all right. It's fine. Okay, cute little pocket. That works. And then this one, let's see, I had that blue. This blue. So, I have no idea what this says. Cognac and champagne. It's like a wine list or something. This one, this one. I think I'll do this one. Maybe. I don't want it super deep, so find that. About there. And we'll go just below champagne then. About here. Yeah, I was debating if I wanted to notch it, but I think I will. I'm just not going to go super deep on the notch. Just a tiny notch. And then color. What if I have like a blue? What would be a good color for that? Where'd you hide them? I don't know if I have anything that'll look good with that or not, but we'll see. That's green. Top glass. No. Chip sapphire. I think it's gonna be too purple. Get out of there. Where's my scrap? It's not bad. Look at that. I didn't really want to use a darker color, like a brown. So we'll go with this chip sapphire. Give it a little something. Touch the top of it. All right. That goes there. Okay, we got a couple of pockets done. We got our little folio done. think that's a cute pocket. And I might decorate it with something later. Maybe I have a... You want to see the watercolor dies I did? I did all these die cuts and watercolored them. It's tedious. He did a little class, Tim Holtz did a class with this set, and you just gotta watch the class if you haven't watched it yet. It's the Stamp Timber one. So did all these, and little poinsettias, and snowflakes. Make Christmas cards with them, I think. I might use them in here some, I don't know. We'll see. What else do I got? Let's see. Do I have... I'm going to see if I have a... Since I have a few minutes left, I'm just going to see if there's a blue or something that will match this nicely. There might be one in here. It depends if it's the right size. Has to meet all the expectations. The size and color and all that stuff. Alright, so let's see. We have snow. Has some blue, but it's also got a lot of red, which I'm not super crazy about. So, possibility, but not perfect. Santa ground. Different snow. Still has a lot of red. What's this one? This one's a claw snow. Better. I might just throw it in, and then if anything better comes up, I'll use it. A lot of greens in here. A lot of greens and reds, which is traditional. Traditional thinking. I'll have to save something for the other one, because honestly I don't have two of these, so I didn't buy two. I only have two of other things because I've had them in past years. Alright, so nothing else in that one, I don't think. That's not too bad. The blue's close. You know, I might back it, I might not. And what else do we have set-wise? Let's see, we have the Christmas Junque. I don't know if there's anything in there. And then, I feel like I had another set. Where's it at? I don't know. I didn't know. Did I have another set? That's frames, that's labels. It must be this. So, another Tim Holtz one. This one is from Layers and Paper Dolls. Just a green tree. It's actually not terrible. Santa. Too bad it wasn't smaller. I feel like that would have been a good front. That one I just looked at. Man, wish I had two of those. That actually isn't bad. It throws some red in there. It's going to cover up most of that, but who cares? It's just background. But it's got the same kind of ornaments, but in different colors. Telegram. Be sideways, but it's not bad. kind of liking that. I may trim it. Maybe. I like it big, but also kind of like it small. I'm looking at this because it has, you know, blues. But this also has blues. And I like it a little bit better. What do you think? Not too bad? No idea if that's where that goes. That's where it's going now. As long as I don't get the Tim Holtz mixed up with the Christmas Junque. Try to keep her separate. Tim Holtz is just, it's either Layers or Emporium or Ephemera. It's all the same company. I don't think there's anything in Christmas Junque, but I'm gonna peek. I'm thinking that's gonna be a good choice for there. Nope, nothing in there. It's a lot of long pieces. I left them fairly long. I need to trim them. So they'll end up getting bent if I don't. Alright, I think that's good. I like that. The question is, oh, where did you go? Judging from the feel, you are definitely a Tim Holtz. You are Tim Holtz Emporium. Okay, let's go with that. So, do I want to trim this a little bit or not? Maybe not. Only because I really like that yellow in there. And if I trim it, I lose it. So we'll leave it. I'm just going to put it on there. Debating if I need to round it or anything. I could bring it down and have it a tuck too. I don't know what I'd tuck in there. Something. See anything that says tuck me in there? Just peeking. Nothing there. Yeah, I don't see anything. I might have something, but maybe I'll just make it decorative. Can't decide if I want to round them. I'm guessing not. We'll say no. And do I want to ink it? It's kind of dark. I don't know if ink would even show up. I don't think it would. So we'll just glue it on. Just gonna glue it on. That'll give me plenty of homework. Do the 2 pocket pages and the folio. There. Cute. I think it works. Alright, so we got that. And we got something. Black one. I think it's in here. I don't know where it is. Nope. Must be in this one. Was it in the one it was just in? It's gotta be in one of them. So we have the folio. I'm just gonna stick everything out here. I can find my pen. Where's my pen? I buried it. There it is. Alright, so we have our folio that we did. And somewhere we have a black paper. There it is. I found it. So we have this pocket. And we have this pocket. Okay. So there's all the things we did today. It's a good start. So hopefully y'all like that. I will be back on Monday and we'll do some more. And until then, y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll see you guys next time. Be sure to check out my YouTube if you haven't done so. And like and subscribe. Okay? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.